Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Failed Footballer Show. Back after 2 weeks. We weren't really in action the last 2 weeks on these kinds of videos, but we're pumping content. You know how it is. If you haven't seen the last 2 weeks, me and Mario went on a trip. We did a reaction video in the meantime, but we're back in the studio where we like to record, like to talk about footy. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm still defrosting from Edmonton. So.
Absolutely. We brought back 2 towels here as well, as you guys can see from Edmonton.
Yeah.
This is what we used to shower, actually. So when we were in the shower, we had to use these towels. So we brought them back.
News.
Definitely check out that video. If you haven't checked it out by now, we were pumping it all over the socials. But we have the match.
You were pumping.
We've just been pumping lately,
yeah.
honestly.
They're
pumping. Mario has a pump right now. He just came back from the gym.
Yeah.
Definitely go check that out if you have not
pumping.
seen it. Also check out the recent reaction videos that we released where Liverpool pumped Arsenal as well.
That was
There's
a
a lot
that
of
was
and a
just
half.
unnecessary.
No, that was like
Unnecessary.
perfect verbiage, actually.
Absolutely.
But speaking of which, should we just hop right into it?
Yeah, let's get it,
Mario, you want to get us started?
No.
With your over and under performers?
Well, mine both come from the same game, and no, it's not the one that you think.
It's okay, man.
no. Okay, honestly, I'll say my piece about Arsenal right now. It's not they're not my underperformers because you can't compare it to the fucking catastrophe from United.
No, absolutely not.
Like you just can't really. Like that's just embarrassing, and we'll see what happens now. But later on, we're gonna talk about that. I guess.
Yeah, I'll get into Arsenal.
But,
I'm down to get
okay,
into
honestly, for United, just embarrassing. Like that's it. Point blank. Period. Like it's just embarrassing. Like everything that happened that game. Including Van de Beek's goal.
Yes.
Everything's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
I don't know. It was shambles. Like everything. Watford was honestly playing very well. I don't know. Watford, I feel like are gonna be that team that either win 5-2 like against Everton, 4-1 against United. Like they're gonna score a lot of goals or just lose games against random teams. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with them. But
they're very topsy-turvy. Is what you want to say.
Exactly.
Like they're inconsistent.
Yeah, but I think that they're gonna stay up. They're gonna be the new Leeds from last year.
But listen. But I want to get on. Since you already brought up United, let's just get right into them right away. They were really shambles this weekend against Watford. De Gea kept him in the game like as much as he could until they started conceding. He made 2 PK saves. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Sarr
horrible PKs.
Sarr
my God.
De Gea saved the PK from Sarr. They got retaken because foot off the whatever, not the keeper, but these guys ran
encroachment.
Took it again, same kind of spot, saves it again.
Even worse, honestly.
Then he made a couple of great saves. He continued to keep them in the game, and then it just went downhill from there. It was just honestly really shambles.
And then 2. Ismail Sarr, very nice goal.
Sorry, not even the first goal. What led to the PK was absolutely shambles by Bruno Fernandes. I don't know what he was thinking doing that.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire is an absolute
Sam
shambles.
McTominay, he's not watching the ball. Like I don't know, or he is watching the ball. Like
he's just not doing what he's supposed to.
They just don't have awareness, around
No,
him. Like,
no,
they
zero,
actually
zero.
don't know what's going on.
It's such an unfortunate way just to like. I guess it's kind of fitting to like that was Ole's last game, 4-1 against Watford. Your captain gets a red card off like a horrible mistake. You know what I mean? I don't know if you saw
dribbled into losing the ball.
Yeah.
Like absolutely didn't need to do what he did.
No, they need to dribble
At all.
Got a second yellow, got a red. He's shambles too. I think they just need to.
Everyone played bad.
Yeah,
Everyone
absolutely.
played bad.
And it was really funny that Van de Beek got the only goal in Ole's last game,
man.
and
Like,
he never played him
so
up until
ironic,
now.
actually,
It's very
Bare
ironic.
comedy.
Well,
but yeah, if you get skunked 4-1 at Vicarage Road and your manager gets sacked, you took the biggest L of the weekend.
Also credit to Watford. Like you can't just be like.
Of course.
So they're your
no.
overperformers?
Yeah, I do think like
Yeah,
they
they
definitely
played very well.
overperformed.
Claudio Ranieri. Shout
They
out Claudio.
closed off the game very well in the end. Like they didn't relax. Like they didn't give into the pressure that United was putting them under.
Yep.
Finished the game professionally. Like just got the job done and more. Like that was.
Yeah, they were
amazing
hungry.
from
They
them.
were looking for.
You
They
know?
scored both goals.
Yeah.
Both their third and fourth after the 90th.
Yeah, it was like 90
right?
something minute. Yeah, in the stoppage time. But either like. And they have guys that are hungry to like prove themselves. Like for example, Sarr. He missed the penalty. You can tell the kid was down.
Yeah,
like,
but
was
he
like,
scored. He
Oh
made
my
up for
god,
it.
like huge game, and I'm missing a penalty against United.
At home,
I let
yeah.
everyone down. Later,
And then he
that
scored a
half-
great
later That
goal.
half scores a great goal, and the first thing he does is he goes to the fans, being like, "Okay, my
he
bad. I
apologized.
hope I made it up to you right now."
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh,
No,
I
I rate
really
him.
rate that. I rate that a lot. I think they have a good team. They definitely have a great manager. They're gonna stay up this year. I'm telling you.
Oh, I think they'll stay
They're
up
gonna
for
stay
sure.
up.
There's also just more teams that are bad.
Yeah,
them.
you know,
It's not like
More
just the
teams
fact
that
that I
work.
think that they're going to be amazing, because I agree that they're going
Yeah.
to lose a bunch as well.
We-
But there's just more teams that are worse. I think
We-
Newcastle are getting relegated.
You know what? The thing is with those like teams that are in the bottom half that are all like around the same quality, it all comes down to like the form they're in and the confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
for
I mean?
sure.
Like there's not so much that's separating them, but like once they get a run going, it's not like they're
I just-
way better than Newcastle, but they're just
No.
on a run.
It's all whoever just has the longest run, whoever has the longest
Yeah.
period
Yeah.
of run, and it's about the battles between themselves as well. You know what I mean? Like
those are the biggest
Exactly.
games
those are
for
the
them.
biggest games for them,
Exactly.
absolutely.
But like
Yeah.
this win against United is huge for them. They just can't be like dropping shit now
Huge,
against like
huge.
Norwich and whatever.
Huge confidence boost.
I don't know who
Yeah,
they
yeah.
play.
But we'll get
But
into
yeah.
United in a little bit, though.
Yeah.
We'll talk a bit more
Yeah,
about
we'll
them and the
discuss that at
sacking
the
of
end.
Ole.
Yeah.
But Vod, want to talk about yours?
So my underperformer, I didn't want to just pile on United,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna pile too hard on Arsenal, because at the end of the day, Anfield is a very, very difficult place to go, and I don't think that Arsenal. I'm gonna be a little nice. I don't think they were that terrible. I just think that they really, really played into Liverpool's hands. Like, you know that Liverpool are the best pressing team in the world, and you're trying to play out at the back with mans that have never ever seemed even that comfortable
It's
for
not-
playing out of the back.
You know what? I feel like
So I just don't like. I don't know. I didn't understand their approach to the game really. And
not even
they
that.
didn't have anything. Like I felt like they needed someone like Odegaard, like someone actually comfortable on the ball to connect the midfield and the final third and the attack, because I just felt like they were very flat the whole game.
I
They
don't
never
know.
really looked that dangerous, and they were really just down on themselves every time they lost the ball.
It's
Like
not-
every Liverpool goal was an Arsenal just like
Yeah,
own
because
mistake.
Liverpool didn't let us get comfortable in any point of
Yeah.
the game at all. So once you're not comfortable in the game and you want to keep playing the same style that you know you're forcing all the time with like playing out of the back, and you know that you're going to get pressed by like 6 players up front, you got to change it at some point, even
Well,
if it
that's
is
what I'm
just like,
saying.
you know, kicking it upfield and then battling for the second ball and then playing off that. You know, like you have a guy up there, like I said, that can hold up the ball a little bit longer. You know, he gives you that extra second or two that you need so you can get players up there. But we didn't even get the ball to him. We didn't get. It's not that like Odegaard could have changed much.
No one could have changed anything.
It's
on your
just
team.
that you keep on forcing this style of like, you know, starting from the center back, from the keeper, going to the center back, going out to the fullbacks, and you know that like
It's
their
very
fullback-
predictable.
you
It was
can't.
very, very predictable.
And this is nothing new. Like we've been doing this for the past like since Klopp came. I think like they've just dominated us fully.
Yeah.
Even the games that we won like once or twice since he came against them, it was like
Still domination.
pretty much like not luck, but you know, like it was. Liverpool were not maybe on top of their game. that
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
But they just dominated us fully.
All I'm saying is, like, if you were going to play that way, I agree that it wouldn't have worked regardless. But if you're going to play that way, I felt like some other players could have helped you a little bit with that style. But I agree that it should have been changed.
Probably not so much, but
Regardless, that plan was never going to work.
again, the like whatever.
So-
the most important thing right now is that we bounce back right away.
Yeah,
That's it.
We'll see.
This game was gonna be a write-off anyways. I didn't expect much, but we need to bounce.
It
That
was
game
just
against
like-
Liverpool, it was way too many just for like errors. You know, you guys beat yourselves more or less in that game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you made it very easy
Absolutely.
for
You
Liverpool.
made it way easier
That's
for them
why.
than it should have been. You know, it's not even
Yeah.
like I did. They scored goals by combining crazy 1-2 passes, this and that. The second goal,
No.
you gave them a through ball onto
Yeah.
net. You're losing passes in the back because of the style of play. You know what I mean? So you guys are just playing into their hands and just self-destructing.
That's
and
it.
that's why.
But that's the only team in the league that plays like that against us. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like Nuno Tavares makes that pass against any other team.
Yeah, I know.
It's
what you
not.
mean.
It's not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he can't, but it's just like
I
you're
mean, I
just
pray to God he
overwhelmed.
can.
You're overwhelmed with pressure. Like, you
Yeah,
can't handle it,
definitely,
you know?
definitely.
Absolutely.
Overperformer, Tottenham only in the second half, because the first half was way worse than Arsenal
was, it
played
was really
at
bad.
all. I don't know if you watched.
was
Did you
really bad.
watch?
I watched that
It
whole-
was
it was
as
bad. It
bad
was
as
bad.
anything with Nuno. We looked the same pretty much as Arsenal did. But it was weird. I don't know. The comments that Conte made after the game made me suggested to me that the players were too dead from the past 2 weeks, that he was really, really drilling them hard, and that he knew that they wouldn't be able to sustain pressing leads for 90 minutes and that we might drop off. So the first half, we completely conceded the ball. We sat very deep and we allowed Leeds to play the game, because I think he was scared that later in the game, if we were tired and pressing them, that Leeds would be too good on the ball and break us down.
You guys didn't even have a shot on target in the first half.
No,
Like,
but
it
we
was
also
bad.
had like we hit the post 3 times in the game,
but
and
like still,
we
you know what I mean?
we were bad. We were
It was
very
bad.
very
The first half
terrible.
was really
The
bad.
second
It was
half
bad.
was you could clearly see a total switch in tactics. We pressed Leeds. We outran Leeds by 4 kilometers in the second half, which no one's done all seasons. They were actually running the entire time, pressing them. Leeds didn't look comfortable for 2 minutes in the second half, bounced back. When we tied it, same thing, what you were just saying. Højbjerg grabbed the ball and just sprinted to half, didn't even look, didn't celebrate, was just like, yo, we're not settling for a draw. We have them. Got some good luck with Region, Dyer's free kick hit the post, but everyone just looked very, very up for it. And even Harry Winks, who I tweeted in the first half that I would replace with Mario gladly, even he looked a little comfortable. So I was just really happy to see a bounce. Conte in the 80th minute was screaming at every side of the stadium for the fans to get up. And the fans were actually like very happy. And it was the first time all season where I saw these guys actually really pick it up. And I saw an immediate tactical shift in mid-game. Nuno's changes in games were the worst I've ever seen. And him subbing Mora is literally what got him fired because he got booed by 60,000 people. So just... honestly, no overreaction or anything, but it was just really nice to see such a shift.
Refreshing.
Yeah,
And
don't overreact.
For sure.
No overreaction. Just a refreshing display.
Do you want to know why that Dyer Region goal went in? Because I brought in Dyer to my fantasy and I already had Region. So like that means like, you know, like so they saw that I made this tactical decision on my team.
His fantasy team.
My fantasy team, obviously, and then Dyer got the assist, Region with the goal, and I went,
That's
the most
I scored.
That's what he did.
Do you remember when do you remember after the Manchester derby when I said Phil Foden looked like he didn't just play a game?
Yeah, like
how
he
he
didn't
was
sweat,
talking literally how we are now. Region had an interview after that game, and I thought he was going to drop dead. He couldn't breathe. He was like, and then we, I'm the happiest guy in the world, and he's like,
because
he said,
go run for your life.
They ran for 2 weeks straight. That's why I think the tactics were how they were, because he knew those guys couldn't breathe.
They were tired in the first
so
half.
I'm very that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
It's just I want these guys to really get back to pressing, like when we had Pochettino, and
that's fair.
Getting on the front foot. So
that's fair.
That's why.
I'll go next. I can say my over-unders are in the same game as well because we kind of went through the 2 main underperformers, even if you want to call Arsenal a little bit of an underperformer. But I'll start with the over one. Wolverhampton Wanderers beat West Ham 1-0 at home.
Yeah.
Held the fort.
Fair.
Had a lot of chances. Fabianski was on his toes all game.
Yeah, fair.
And they're 6 now.
Right? So that's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Don't look
big
now,
jump.
but a few weeks ago, they were battling for bottom 3 at the start of the season. It's still a few weeks ago. Now they're 6 right now. They're really close in that top 5.
They
They're
couldn't
really close
score
that
in the
mix.
beginning. Now they started scoring
That's
again.
what I mean.
I mean,
And
they're still scoring 1 or 2 a game,
But it was
doing
better
the
than
job.
0 for what? They didn't score for
They're
like
doing
3
the
weeks.
yeah.
they were all over Wolves. They
Great goal, by the way.
Yeah. Created
Yeah,
more
yeah.
chances.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they played really well. Very, like nice to see that from them, and they're flying with confidence. Like I don't remember the last time
And
they
West
lost.
Ham's tough to beat.
Yeah, that's why. Not
That's
even tough to
big.
beat. Tough to not let them score. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
absolutely.
West Ham scored 3 on Liverpool, right? And that's what. Then literally last weekend we were even talking about here when Milan was here. Are West Ham good? Are they overrated? I don't know. Milan maybe was onto something.
They still could have scored. I mean, I think they got a little unlucky because like Bowen had a chance in the dying minutes of the game.
Header, with the header.
And the one Antonio passed to him, like they could have scored. I think Wolves also got a little lucky, but
Of course, but that you need a
need
little
luck.
bit of luck if you're going to go on a nice run like they are. And then West Ham, you can maybe call them underperformers. I don't really want to say they're underperformers, but we already dug deep into Arsenal and United. Also, quick shout out, Chelsea beat Leicester 3-0.
Yeah.
Chelsea are looking very comfortable to honestly dominate this entire league. I don't think they're going to be losing to anyone. And Leicester, to me, right now, they're just looking like such an average side.
They're on fraud.
They're
on
13th.
fire.
Yeah. They're such
13th?
a mid-table team. Like they don't
11th?
look like the
Nothing.
Leicester of previous years. No, not at all. I want to get into a bit of United and
Ole
Ole
in
getting
general?
sacked. Just Ole in general, what that's going to happen, what's going to happen right now with the team. What do we think is going to happen with them going forward? What needs to change?
First of all, very nice guy. I don't know if you guys saw.
Yo,
the
I saw it. I wanted to cry.
No one questioned that he's a good dude.
Really nice
It doesn't
guy.
matter.
Of course.
All of these managers in some way or another are very nice people. That has nothing to do
like
with it.
when he first came in, the players were actually letting him down.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's
they were.
the first games that they were losing when he was first in charge. Like when he just came in, everyone knew that the players were just not playing for him.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't get them.
I don't know
like,
why
to
though. He's a
really-
club legend. Like you
But
should
none of
respect-
those guys know
But
or
you know
care.
what? You know what? look at the difference between him and someone like Conte.
Okay.
Conte comes in the change room and probably screams at everyone.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he
People are
literally
scared
rips
of him.
them
They're
apart.
scared of him. Yeah, people are
All
scared.
that you can tell, he's just a nice guy. Like, okay, guys, like, you want to play? Okay, maybe you want to run today? Okay, yeah,
Except
you
if
know,
you're
like,
Van de Beek.
Yeah,
Van de Beek
no,
could get
you're not-
fucked
you're not
for
thinking-
whatever
yeah,
that
actually.
kid did to that guy.
But I just don't think you could get them like to really play for
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
as a manager, you know, like
Absolutely.
die for him.
Okay, but now things are going to change at United. A lot of things need
Yeah,
to change.
who are they
at
going to
United.
get?
I don't know what they're going to
First
get.
things first.
Their first game without Ole today. Michael Carrick, obviously Inter manager. They won 2-0 in a Champions League match. They
De
needed to
Gea
win.
kept them in that
De
game,
Gea,
though, brother.
absolutely.
De Gea kept them
Van
in
de
that
Beek played.
game.
Martial played for like the first time.
Yeah, he
in
was
how
horrible.
long? I'm not sure. He
He's
was
been
horrible.
really bad.
horrible. He's been horrible.
I honestly think Maguire needs to not play anymore at all for this club, or like at least not be captain. Like you can't have him leading your team
Yo,
anymore.
honestly, I watched the game today, and I can tell that Lindelof was actually trying and playing way better than Maguire.
Absolutely, he was.
Like
Absolutely.
he's
Maguire
putting in
has
a
zero
shift, like, way
confidence.
more than
Harry
Maguire.
Maguire's low on
So,
confidence. He doesn't need to be captain of this team anymore. With
No.
that manager out, I think you need to change captaincy as well and rechange like the whole team, like the structure of how they're run and who's listening to who
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just who's leading that team.
but
right?
definitely once Varane comes back, I would really just bin him.
That's
Like,
what I mean.
that's
I'd been
it, bro.
Maguire, put
That's it.
Varane and Lindelof. Fuck, even put Eric Bailly in
Yeah,
there. Fuck
man,
it. Like
like-
it doesn't matter. Like Maguire's had too many chances and he hasn't taken them and he
Just-
hasn't proven himself.
Well, he's
you
so
know?
clumsy. He can't prove anything.
Absolutely. But who do we
Yeah.
think is going to be like just, you know, it's so
Yo,
easy to say who, but like
I'll
who would
say
you like
this.
to see, you know?
I'd like
I
to
don't-
see them get Steve Bruce
Yeah.
and get
Yeah,
relegated.
yeah. okay,
but
but-
I don't care. Like if Pochettino doesn't scare me.
Not
You
at
know,
all.
if he
Because
goes
he's
to-
not a winner. He's not a
No,
serial
no,
winner.
no,
He doesn't
no.
go to clubs and win games, win trophies. Not at all. I
He
agree.
has debatably the best team that's ever been put together in footy right now
Yeah.
with PSG, like ever.
Yeah,
And
ever.
you can tell that like it's just not there. Like okay, maybe the players they're not, you know, they haven't been together for a while. But like even with Tottenham, like okay, they might play a nice game, but like that's not it.
Yeah.
But I am scared of Zizou.
Are you?
Yeah, if
Because
Zidane comes
he
in-
wins.
If
He's a
Zidane
winner.
comes in with the players that he has, with people that he played with and won the Champions League,
Varane, Cristiano.
that's something that like I'm praying that Zizou goes to PSG and
But his
Pochettino
wife
comes.
doesn't want to come to Manchester. She said that already, but it's all
Who?
talks. Zizou's
I-
wife said,
I'm
I don't
good
want to
with
do
that.
it.
I don't want him to come. you know?
yeah.
Another thing to you is Pochettino needs like a project. He needs long term to plan out.
But he
and do
had
all
it,
of
and he
that.
couldn't win even with
and
the project at Tottenham. He
he's
got
had
him to the
everything.
final
Okay,
Champions League.
Conte
Got
came
him
and won
second.
15 games in a row. What do you want from the guy? Like he played very
It
good
doesn't
foot. He
matter.
got to a Champions
You know,
League
now he's
final.
at
Yeah,
PSG in the Champions League. They even lost to Club Brugge. They
I'm
don't
telling
look
you, bro.
intimidating.
Thomas
had-
Tuchel got fired by PSG because they were playing like shit. Came with Chelsea, won the Champions League. It's not always just down. Like you know, there's
Okay,
bare factors. To
I don't
it.
think
But
United
I agree
need a-
that Zizou is better for United.
I don't think United need a project now.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
they need.
That's why
I don't think they
Poch
need
is a good
a
fit.
rebuild. They need someone to come
No.
in and be like, "Yo, what are you guys saying? Like, start fucking playing."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Well, yeah.
yeah, no, that wraps up
Let's see what
everything.
happens.
Let us know who you think they're gonna get. Who you think's the best fit.
Yeah, let us know under and over.
What would you
like
do with
usual.
Maguire?
Yeah, absolutely. And also check out the previous 2 videos.
Yeah.
And until next week, take care.